So hey guys, in this lecture we are going to create our last project that is of Vuforia. That is, we are going to create our last augmented reality application in this series. All right. After this module, we are going to start with Spark AR. So it's also going to be really exciting to work with Spark AR. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing, all right, I want you to is set up your Unity engine. All right, is to set up your Vuforia engine. You already know how to do that. It's fairly simple. First, the very first step is go create your Unity Unity project. All right. After that, go to your build settings. In the build settings, all right, you would be finding Android option. All right, if you don't have Android option, means if it is showing something like this, no Android module loaded, install with Unity, that means you haven't installed your Android module. So do that. After that, what you have to do is click on build. So not build, I'm really sorry, you have to an option would be coming called switch platform. All right, like this switch platform. So as I'm already switched to Android, it's showing me build, but in your case, it will be showing switch platform. So click on switch platform, and after you are done switching your platform, go to the player settings. All right, go to the player settings. In here, add the company name, add the product name. All right, then go to resolution and presentation. In here, you'll be getting an option of default orientation. For in my case, all right, in my case, I want it to be landscape left. I'm adjusting this just because for the camera position of my device. All right, and in the other settings, we have to set up our Android build version. So currently it is getting all the API levels. All right. The one I means I always go for is Android 6.0. All right. You can even go for Android 4.4. All right. It's totally upon you. So I'm again going to go with Android 6.0. All right. So here I have selected Android 6.0. There are multiple API levels I have. I have up to API level 30, that is Android 11. You can choose any one from these, and I suggest you not to go above Android 6.0. All right, because nowadays most of our device starts from 6.0, like 4 to 5 year old mobile phones have Android 6.0 in them. So uh, means take the API level as high as 6.0. All right, don't go above it as of now. Now you can even select Android 4.4 KitKat. All right, it's totally upon you, and leave the target API level to automatic highest installed. All right, just like it is. And yeah, we our setup is done. All right. Now what I want you is to import the Vuforia engine. You already know how to do that, and I have already imported Vuforia engine just because it's going to take a lot of time to import in my system. All right, if your system is fast, it's not going to take so much time, but in my case it took a lot of time. So I have already imported it, and you already know how to import it. All right, so now let's first create our user interface. All right, that is the main menu. After that, we are going to set up our Vuforia engine. All right, and you see, I'm pretty sure that you already know how to use the AR camera, how to use the image target, right? How to use uh, means how to use the dashboard, means the website for getting the license for adding the image targets. All right, I'm pretty sure you know that. And I want you to try this AR encyclopedia by yourself first. All right, try this one first by yourself. All right, and then watch the video. All right, because that would be a really good practice for you. So you can do that, or even watch the video and develop along with it. All right. Now, I already have a scene. This is the sample scene. All right. I just want to rename it because in here I am going to create the UI. So hit rename, and let's name it main menu. All right, it's asking to reload. Okay, cool. So we have basically renamed our main menu. All right, now what we have to do is we have to provide a canvas to it, right? Because the main menu is going to be our UI. All right, and one more thing I would like to tell you that this AR encyclopedia project is based on dinosaurs. All right, currently I have included three dinosaurs. All right, you can add as many as you want. The three are Triceratops, T-Rex, and the Spinosaurus. All right, so you can add as many as you want and even launch this product after developing it. All right, and I have also created the UI assets already. All right, I'm also going to show you how to play, pause, and stop an audio in this tutorial, so hang tight there and follow the tutorial. So first of all, right click in here and go to UI and click on canvas. All right, and in here in the top you would be finding a 2D option. Click on the 2D option and then double click on the canvas option and it would be focused. All right, so and the thing, go to the game window. All right, and choose a resolution. See, for developing a responsive UI, what I generally do is I have three resolution. All right, one is of iPhone 6, that is the medium resolution. One is of not exactly the medium. All right, but I have iPhone 6, that is the lowest resolution. I have OnePlus 7 that has the highest resolution, and Redmi Note 5 that has the medium resolution. All right, so what I want you to do is you also follow these three, means these three presets. You can create your own by like in the game window. Here you'll be finding a drop down. Go in here and click on this add button, give it a name, give it and width and height. All right, so and click on OK. It would help you create means basically a resolution of any phone you want. All right, so currently I want to go with iPhone 6. All right, this looks good. Now what I want is in this canvas I'm going to create a panel. All right, for attaching my background image in here. So I just want to stretch this stretch this panel out a bit, because let me show you why. Go to a game window. If I'm not sure if it's visible to you or not, but just wait. If you can see, here are some edge spots, like the panel isn't covering the whole whole canvas, so that's creating a problem. So that's why I'm going to stretch it out a bit. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to click on the panel. All right, then in the color image here is an option of alpha. I want to increase it. All right, so that it doesn't means it is not transparent. All right, and in the background here you can see source image. I'm clicking this button to select the image. All right, and in here let me see. Yeah, I got the background image in here. All right, so this is the background image I'm going to use. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. All right, and now what I want to do is I want to give it a heading, right? So I have also created an asset for it. So click on this image. All right, click on this image, and let's give it a name, that is heading. All right, after you give it a name of heading, what you have to do is you have to choose the title. All right, that this is I have kept the title as Dinopedia. All right, so I'm going to adjust this particular asset a bit. All right, so that it fits good to the UI. And well, you have to do one thing. All right, go to this particular red transform, alt, and then anchor it on the top. All right, now adjust it a bit. All right, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. Let's stretch it out a bit. No, let's stretch it out a bit. Okay, yeah. All right, now it looks good. Now let's drop it down a bit. All right, let's drop it down a bit. Okay, cool. Now I have to add a button in here, that is a start button. All right, so I'm again there are two ways you can do that. All right, I'm going for the image one, but let me show you. First of all, go to UI. You can simply select a button. Simply select a button, and then from that button delete the text. All right, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do a very simple thing, that is go to UI, select an image. All right, and select the start button asset. All right, and then again stretch it out a bit. All right, so that it looks good. All right, now that it looks good, what I'm going to do is also anchor it. All right, anchor it, maybe actually let's anchor it in the center only. Let's keep it at the center. Click on start button. All right. Oh, I guess one thing I forgot. Yeah, see, I always forget to make this change. All right, whenever I'm creating a UI, and I just it just comes to my mind after many things are done, and I again forgot to do that. All right, I'm really sorry about that. Actually, in the canvas, all right, click on this canvas. Here you'll be finding an option, means a component in the inspector called canvas scaler. In there, you would be finding UI scale mode. What you have to do is you have to change it to scale with screen size. And see, this is why I really hate it when I forget about setting up all the things in the UI. So it happens with me a lot. All right. So yeah, forgive me about this, but yeah. Now as everything's working fine, all right, we are good, right? So yeah, let's make this button a bit more shorter. Just wait. All right, where is the button? Yeah, gotcha. All right. Yeah, it looks good. Now in the start button, all right, as it is an image, we won't be able to click this image, or of course we won't be, because it is not a button, right? Now to make this image a button, what you have to do is you have to click on add component. In here, all right, you have to search for something called button. All right, and here you would be getting a option for button. All right, and now this image is a button. All right, this image is transformed into a button, right? Now I want you to create another image. All right, go to the UI. um, then let's give it a size of, let's say, 60. Yeah, I guess that's really cool. Then again select another UI, that is the quit button. All right, of course you want to give a quit button, right? So that people can quit from the application, right? Now what you have to do is again click on this rect transform, click alt, and yeah, here you go. We have our button aligned right on the bottom left. All right, now let's see. Yeah, it looks good. Now let's just do one thing. Let's shift it on a bit, change the position of it. All right, and let's make the size 50/50. Yeah, now again let's change it 40/40. Yeah, this looks really good, right? So we have created our main menu. All right, now as we have created our main menu, now what we have to do is we have to create our AR scene. All right, so let's see how to do that. First of all, as you have created a main menu, congratulations. And what I want you to do is go to file, click on build settings, and add this main menu on the top. All right, and always remember, whenever there's let's say there are multiple scenes, all right, 3 to 4 scenes, always remember to put the main menu. All right, to put the main menu on top of every scene. All right, because this would means the scene in the top. All right, the scene in the top will be the main scene. All right, would be the main scene in the sense that it would means after building the application would start with the scene that is on the top. All right, so always remember to keep the main menu on the top. All right, so yeah, as our main menu is done, now what we can do is we can create another scene that would be our AR scene, right? So right click on scene, and let's name it AR scene. All right, and let's open it. Now I want to enable the directional light, so let's do it. I'm going to select the common lighting settings I have. all right, and yeah, we are good to go. Now what you have to do is, let me show you. First of all, the very first thing is I want you to create a basic UI. The UI would be containing back button. All right, so what you have to do is go to canvas. In the canvas, what you have to do is change the constant pixel size to scale with screen size. All right, and then in there, click on UI, then add an image. All right, then select the back button. Mm, change the width to 50-50. All right, and let's you know anchor it to the top right, sorry, top left. Right, now let's change the position of it, let's say 50 and minus 50. All right, so let's see how it looks. No, it's a bit too much, so go for 40 and minus 40. Yeah, this looks good. All right, so this is one of our UI, and also add a button component to it. Okay, so I somehow added another component. This is virtual button behavior, and of course I don't want that. Just wait, let me remove this whole thing. Okay, yeah, just let me again reconfigure the button. Okay, cool. Now go in here and add a button component. All right, and yeah, our button is created, and rename this button to back button. All right, now for further development, we have to set up our Vue4u engine. All right, so it's fairly simple. Delete the main camera. All right, delete the main camera, then add a Vue4u engine AR camera. All right, and drag it to the top. All right, now as we have the AR camera, we have to create a license. So what you have to do is click on get basic, and in here give a license name. As my app's name is Dinopedia, I'm going to give it Dinopedia license name. All right, and simply just copy the license key. Great. So now that we have our license key, go to AR camera, click on open Vue4u configuration. All right, and paste it. Okay, so now our license key also set up. Now one thing, just give me some time. All right, I'm going to prepare the markers. All right, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to also add the markers. All right, and how to use it in your project. All right. So now we have downloaded all the markers we needed. All right, now what you have to do is go to your target manager, click on add database, then give the database a name. Let's say Dinopedia DB. All right. So then click on create, and it's going to create a database for you. So now what you have to do is, after opening the database, you have to add the targets. All right, so click on single image. All right, choose the image file. All right, so this is not the one, just yeah, here I got it. Now this is the marker one. All right, so let the name be marker one and give it a width of, let's say, 6. All right, and wait for it to add the target, and let's add another target. All right, okay, let's again give it a width of 6 and add it. All right, let's add another target. All right, see, all these markers are taken from Google. All right, so you can find them on Google only. Then click on add. Okay, cool. So we have our markers, all right, and all of them are 4-starred markers, and that's totally fine. Anything between 3 to 5 is okay, but less than that, don't even don't even work with those markers, all right. And even I would suggest not to go for 3-star markers also, because their tracking is also not up to mark, all right. So always have markers having 4 to 5 stars, not less than that. Now we have to download the database, all right. I'm going to download the database. So it's going to take a few minutes, and then it would start downloading. All right. So let me save the Dynopedia, package in here, and after it's downloaded, let's import it. All right. So here I got a window pop-up, and click on import. So now it has started importing our assets, means our markers. All right, and we are good to go. Now, as everything in here, all right, is working pretty fine. Our AR camera is set up. All right, now we have to set up our markers. So how do we do that? First of all, go out of 2D mode. All right, go out of 2D mode, and click on there is right click, view for a engine, image target. All right, in the image target, click on from database, select the database, and get one marker. All right, and I'm going to get the first marker for the first marker, of course. All right, here is our first marker. Now what I want you to do is click on the image target. In here you will be finding an option tracked or extended tracked. Click on tracked. All right, and let's give it a name, marker 1, or let's keep the marker 1 for the T-Rex. All right, let's name it T-Rex marker. All right, let's add another marker, and again let's select from the, let's get the marker 2. All right, let's shift it in the side a bit. All right, now name it Spinosaurus marker. All right, now again view Fourier engine, another image target. Now name it Triceratops. All right, now select from the database, get the database, and there's our marker 3. All right, so we also got so we have our 3 markers right in here. All right, okay, let me shift it to tracked only. All right. Oh, all right, so let's check if everything is set up correctly or not. Yeah, everything is set up perfectly fine. Now I have the models imported in here. All right, it is of Spinosaurus, T-Rex, and Triceratops. Now what I want to do is, I am simply going to add, first of all I'm going to add the T-Rex model in here. All right in here. All right, and it's really big, and I'm going to scale it down a bit. All right, and make it like this. All right, okay, cool. So here we go. We let's make him settle down a bit. All right, okay, cool. So here our you know first model for the marker is ready. I'm just going to drag and drop it inside of the T-Rex marker. All right, so our first one is ready. Let's get the second one, that is of the Spinosaurus. All right, very cool, great one actually. mm, let's set up this one too. All right, if you want you can add rotations, but for the dinosaurs one I'm not going to add the rotation. All right, I'm not going to add rotations in here. All right, I was actually trying to get animated 3D models for dinosaurs, but actually didn't got any, like not in the asset store, not on Sketchfab. Even I got some of the animated, but the animations weren't working. So, you know, that's why I had to get these. Now let's again add this one. Oh, this is Triceratops. All right, let's add this buddy in here. Okay, cool. So now we also have our Triceratops right in here. All right. Okay. Very cool. So now let's again make it a child of our Triceratops marker. All right. So now our 3D models are set up. Now you might be thinking, oh, this is it. Our third project is done. No, it's not. Because I'm going to show you something more. What? See, this is an encyclopedia, right? There is an AR encyclopedia. How can we call something an encyclopedia if it doesn't have any information about that particular thing that it is in there, right? So of course I'm going to add some more things to it. All right, as this is an AR book, this is an AR encyclopedia, I'm going to add information too. So how would we do that? Fairly simple. You need not to worry. First of all, go to the T-Rex marker, create a canvas. Yeah, right, create a canvas. So create a canvas. All right, remove the constant pixel size and change it to scale with screen size. All right, in here you'll be finding sort order. Give the sort order. All right, sort order means it would be means it would keep this particular dinosaur layer, means this particular T-Rex canvas on top of the main canvas in here. All right, so that's why I give it a sort order of 1. All right, so that it doesn't overlaps or something. Right, now go to your 2D mode. All right, go to your 2D mode, select the canvas. First of all, I want to disable this this main canvas so that I get the full T-Rex canvas in here. Now what I want you to do is right click, UI, image, give it a width of 60. All right, give it a width of 60, anchor it down to the bottom left, and change the position to 40 and 40, or maybe 50 and 50. Actually, let's check if it's aligning with this particular canvas. Let's check this one. All right, and select this I button. All right, this is going to be our information button, and I want this size of this button, means I want size of this button to be like this. All right, so width and height is 50 and 50. Let's give it 50 and 50. All right, and let's make it 40 and 40. All right, very cool. All right, so yeah, one of our canvas is ready. Now what I want you to do is you have to add another image. That is, go to UI, image. All right, in here I have a panel right in here. All right, and I want, let's say scale it up a bit. All right, and let's anchor it down in here, and let's reposition it. Okay. All right, let's see if any spaces are left or not. I don't want any spaces to be left. All right. Okay, cool. So now let's see in our canvas. All right, let's mm, let's increase the size of the panel a bit. All right, now it looks good, right? Isn't it? Let's check. Okay, so yeah, this UI works with all the basic resolutions we have, right? Now, first of all, this I is a button, so I'm going to name it information button. All right, and you know what I'm going to do, add a button component to it. This image is, a panel, so I'm going to name it panel. And all the information, all right, would be, all right, all the information would be under this panel. So what I'm going to do is right click, make sure now all the things I'll be creating, all right, will be this panel's child, all right, the text and all the stuff that I'll be creating will be this panel's child, all right. So what you have to do is UI image, all right, we have an image, select the heading, that is information heading, right. Now let's resize this thing a bit. All right. Okay. Cool. Now again, rect transform, alt, anchor it in here. Reduce, scale it down a bit. Okay. Cool. We are good to go. Now also one more thing, we have to add in text in here. Before adding a text, all right. First of all, let's change the name of it. I was going to say name the change of it. Now we have to add some more buttons, that is play, pause and stop button. Again, go to, image, and let's anchor it down as of now. All right. And let's get the button size, that is the play, this will be the play button. All right. Let's, drag and, let's change the size of it. Okay, cool. So now just wait. All right. Okay, let me start it from again. So again, go to, UI image, let's do all the thing before anchoring it. All right. Let's get the width to be 20 maybe. Okay, cool. Now anchor it down. All right. Now reposition it so it looks good. Duplicate it. All right. Again duplicate it. Okay. So now it does look good. All right. Make it to the center. All right, so that it looks okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Change the name to play button. Change this one's name to pause button. All right. Just give a moment. All right, and change this one's name to stop button. Actually, I have the audios. All right, this would be playing the audios in there. So also select all the three buttons, add a button component in here, and we are good to go. Now, oh yeah, also I have to change the picture of it, right? So I'm going to do that. Okay, so pause button got the pause icon, stop button is going to get the stop button. Oh yeah, you got it. All right, it looks good, right? Now let's add a text in here. All right, so click on UI. Always use Text Mesh Pro. All right, use nothing except Text Mesh Pro. Now, first of all, let's change the text color to black. All right, and let's resize it. All right, let's resize it. um, Change the text size to 20, and first of all we have to create a font asset because we have a different type of font. And let me show you one thing. This Text Mesh Pro only accept SDF type fonts. All right, so currently the font, I already have a font called Comic New. All right, so this is Comic New Bold. So this is a font, all right, but we won't be able to apply it. Let me show you. See, we are not able to apply it. So to apply any font for into Text Mesh Pro, it's very simple. Click on Window. All right, click here. We'll be finding Text Mesh Pro. Click on Font Asset Creator. Window will be popping up. Drag and drop this font asset in here. All right, click on Generate Font Alias. All right, so it's going to take a few seconds, and it would be like create the font asset for you within no time. Alright, and click on save. So here we got our font asset right in here. Alright, and now what you have to do is go to the text. Alright, just wait, go to the text and drag and drop this font asset right in here. And see, we got our description panel, means description text. Now I have some text already written in here. Alright, so I'm just going to copy it in here and simply paste it in the panel. Alright, cool. Now these looks pretty good. Alright, doesn't they? And center them, alright, like this. Okay, cool. Now as we have got our information panel, we have to also code. Alright, code means I want to click this button, alright, and enable and disable this particular panel. And creating the script is fairly simple. What you have to do is go to asset, create a folder of called scripts. Alright, okay, the folder didn't got created. Alright, okay, scripts. Alright, after you create this folder scripts, alright, you have to create a C# script. So now our script is created. I'm simply going to open it, alright, on my Visual Studio. So let's get this thing going in here. Alright, great. So first of all, let's start coding it. See, first of all, understand the mechanics. Alright, there are two ways you can do that. Alright, first of all, let me tell you one way. That is the first way would be a very simpler way. Actually, both the ways are simple. Alright, so the first way would be adding a set active function to it. Alright, set active means when you will click this button, this panel will be deactivated from the first. So set active function would actually activate that, and with that, alright, also disable this button and add another button. Alright, that is activate another button that would be looking similar like this, but would be having a different function. That is, it would be setting it to false. Alright, setting the set active to false, and that would make this particular information panel disappear. Right, another way, alright, this way is I prefer to do it this way. So what you have to do is first of all create a variable. So basically in this way you would be using this single button only to switch on and off the panel. Alright, so this is less hectic. So first of all, create a boolean variable and set it to false. Alright, let me increase the size of this editor a bit. Now create a serialized field. Alright, that is, I will tell you what is it. So game object information panel. Basically this serialized field parameter, basically first of all understand that this is a private. Alright, this is a private variable, and the serialized field helps us to serialize this, that is, show this private variable in the inspector. Alright, so that's what the serialized field does. It serializes this particular variable even though it's private in the inspector menu. Alright, now click on create a function that is public void on toggle button click, or let's say toggle panel. Alright, now this thing is fairly simple. Click on means write if this panel is on, what you have to do is you have to set active it to false. Alright, you have to disable it and set the is on to false. Now in the else block, Just copy this, let this 2 lines and paste it in here and change them to true. All right. Okay, very great. So now let the script compile. All right, so our script is compiled. What you have to do is go to this, go to this canvas. All right, add the script in here. All right, add the script in here, drag and drop this information panel in here, and you have the information button, right? So in the on click parameter, click on the plus button, drag and drop this canvas in here, and you'll be finding an option called panel toggler, and click on toggle panel. All right, now to test the if to see if this is working, all right, disable this panel, and let's see if if this whole thing is working or not. All right, so let's see if everything's working fine or not. Okay, so nope, this is not the one. Which one was it? Just give me a second. All right, yeah. Here we go. We got our information panel button, right? We also got our model. Now click on this. Okay, just wait. Let me disable the battery saver. Okay, so now it won't turn off by itself. All right. Okay, cool. So now see, our information button is working pretty fine. All right, and let's see if our main canvas is also work. Okay, so our main canvas is the button of main canvas is also being clicked, so everything's working fine. All right, so now what we have to do is we have to add the audio functionality. Right, now to do that, go to your T-Rex marker, create an empty object, name the empty object as T-Rex audio. All right, of course this is not the audio of a T-Rex. It is the explanation of who he is, right? And now in the T-Rex audio game object, add an audio source. All right, in the audio source, what you have to do is go to assets. All right, where have I saved the audio? Yeah, I got it. So now in the T-Rex audio, add this T-Rex description audio in here. All right, and remove this play on awake. Now as we have our T-Rex audio in here, now what I want you to do is go in here, select the 3 buttons, click in here, means the plus icon, drag and drop this, drag and drop this particular audio game object, and in the audio source select the play option. All right, now all the 3 buttons have the play option. Now we have to change one by one. All right, I do this because it is more faster than the usual, like just selecting one button and adding them one by one. It's much faster. Now in the pause button, go to audio source and select the pause, and in the stop button, go to audio source and select the stop. All right, now let's play it again, and let's see if everything's working fine or not. All right, just give it a few seconds and we'll be good to go. All right, so let's see. Okay, so all right, let's see.
Tyrannosaurus is a genus of large
Cool. See, the pause is also working. Let's play.
theropod dinosaur.
All right, so the pause, play, and stop is working. Let's again
Tyrannosaurus
play.
is a genus of large
Yeah, pause,
theropod
play,
dinosaur. The species
stop,
Tyrannosaurus is a genus of large.
stop. See, this is working pretty fine. So our first marker is totally ready. Now we have to do the same thing for every marker. So I'm just going to duplicate these to game object, right, and drag and drop it under the Spinosaurus. All right, I'm not going to name it S audio. All right, it's too much to write its whole name. And this canvas, let's put it up in there in the canvas. All right, here's the panel, drag and drop it in here, and in the buttons. All right, we already have the S audio. All right, means this audio source, so we don't have to do anything else. Also enable this particular button, and in the panel. All right, in the panel, in the text, we have to change the text. All right, in the text I have got one text. Just let me bring it up in here, and let's see, let's enable this particular panel and let's see how it looks. Oh, it looks really good, right? Doesn't it? And again, duplicate it. All right, and drag and drop into T, means Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right, and not sorry, Triceratops, not Tyrannosaurus Rex. And in the canvas, select the panel. All right, and inside of the panel, let's see if the buttons has the right audio or not. Yeah, they do. Now in the text, all right, enable the panel, and we are going to get the actual text. All right, where is the text? Yeah, got it. Now simply go in there and put it in here, right? Okay, cool. Now, all right, just give a few seconds. All right, now disable this particular panel right in here. All right, so now in the T audio, change the audio to Triceratops audio. All right, and in the Spinosaurus Rex audio, change it to Spinosaurus Rex. Sorry, Spinosaurus, not Rex, not Rex. All right, I'm really sorry. Dinosaurs and dinosaur enthusiasts are going to kill me, I guess. So yeah, let's try this out and let's see if everything's working or not. All right, so give it a few seconds to run. All right, so let's see. So this is our first one. All right, this is our special dinosaur, that is T-Rex. All right, my favorite. So let's see if audio
Tyrannosaurus is a
stop.
genus of large theropods.
All right, so audio and everything is
Tyrannosaurus is a genus of large
perfectly
theropod
working.
dinosaur.
All right,
The
and
species Tyrannosaurus rex, often called T-Rex or
cool.
colloquially T-Rex, is one of the best
Let's
represented
actually
theropods.
stop it. All right, and if you let's do one thing. Let's say if you want to stop the audio. All right, if you want to stop or pause the audio after the marker is removed, you can simply do that. So go to T-Rex marker, in the on target lost, click on add icon, um, get this audio. All right, audio source, and let's say I want to stop the audio. All right, let's stop the audio. All right, and again in the Spinosaurus marker, do the same thing. All right, do the same thing, and you can do whatever you want. All right, even you can pause the audio, and even if you want, you can start playing the audio when the marker is tracked. It's totally up to you, but this is what I'm doing now. Yeah, we are good to go, right? All righty, let's see. All right, okay, so let's check if everything's playing or not.
Tyrannosaurus is
All right,
Tyrannosaurus is a
all right,
Tyrannosaurus is
let's
a
play and
genus of
see.
large theropod.
Cool, so it's working now. Let's select this one. All right, okay.
Triceratops is an
Oh,
extinct genus of herbivorous
great.
chasmosaurs.
All right. So play pause is
Triceratops of
also working. Stop is also working.
Triceratops is an extinct genus of Triceratops is an
All right. Good. Now let's.
Triceratops is an extinct genus of herbivorous
All right. So this one's also working perfectly fine, and let's test this one. Our Triceratops. Right? Sorry, not the Triceratops. Yeah, Spinosaurus. All right. Let's play it.
Spinosaurus is a genus of Spinosaurid
All right.
dinosaur
It's
that lived in
called
what now is
Spinosaurus.
North
All right.
Africa during the Cenomanian to Upper.
All right. Play.
Spinosaurus is a
Play pause and stop is perfectly working. Let's
Spinosaurus
see
is a
this one.
genus of Spinosaurid.
All right. So our dinosaurs, dinosaur encyclopedia is working perfectly fine. Now the thing that is left is to code the back button, right? Means the scene changing script. All right. So what I'm going to do is go to script. All right. First of all, oh yeah, before going to the script, go to build settings. All right, and add this AR scene in here. So currently I'm on this AR scene, so I'm just going to click on add open scenes, and always remember to keep the main menu on top of every other scene you are putting in the build settings. All right, so make sure you do that. Now in the scripts, create another script called C# script called scene controller. All right, now all right, so now let's code our scene controller. All right, that is, it will be controlling our scene. All right, that means we have to navigate through the scenes, right? So we need that. So what we are going to do is using Unity engine, we have to include that particular library, scene management. All right, so here you go. Right, now what we have to do is we have to create three functions. First of all, the function would be public void, we are going to call it main menu. This function would be loading the main menu. All right, that is scene manager dot load scene, and give this scene a name, that is main menu. All right, so after you give this scene a name, you have to create another function. All right, public void. All right, in the public void function you have to create another so now, all right, we have to create another function. All right, that would be for loading our AR scene, right? So public void, let's name it AR scene, right? And again, same, write the same line in here, that is scene manager dot load scene. All right, and now in here you have to provide the AR scene name. See, these are the names. All right, these are the names of the scenes we have. All right, these are the names of the scenes we have, that is the main menu and the AR scene. All right, so make sure to put this scene name right in here. All right, so make sure to do that. And another is to quit. All right, public void quit app, quit app. All right, now scene manager dot load scene, and sorry, not load scene, what I'm doing, I'm very sorry. Okay, just wait. Oh yeah, application dot quit. All right, so that would help our application to quit. All right, and let's compile the script. So now our script is compiled. What you have to do is create an empty game object, reset its position. All right, and name this empty game object as scene controller. All right, because this empty, we'll be attaching our scene controller script to this empty game object. Now what you have to do is go to canvas, click on the back button. In the back button, click on click on the plus icon in the scene, put the scene controller down there, and click on scene controller. And after clicking the back scene, you should load the main menu. All right, now we have to do the same thing with our main menu. All right, and in the meantime we also have to check if everything's responsive or not, right? So let's check it. All right, really great. Yeah, everything's totally fine, right? Now again in here, create an empty game object called scene controller, reset its transform, uh, add the scene controller script in here. In here you'll be finding okay, this I forgot to rename this button. Let's rename it squid button. All right, now in the start button, all right, we have an on click function. Simply add it in there, scene controller, and click on this AR scene because it will be loading our AR scene. And again, I also forgot to add the a button component to this quit button. Click on the plus sign, scene controller, then again quit app. All right, so now everything's done. Now let's play the scene and let's see if everything's working fine or not. All right, and if everything works fine, we are done with our application, right? And you can actually launch this application on Play Store if you want. All right, so and actually before launching I would suggest you to add some more information. All right, now let me tell you one thing. This quit button is working. All right, this quit button is perfectly working fine, but you can see nothing is happening because currently we are not on our phones. So when you will be in your phone and pressing this quit button, it would be working perfectly fine. All right, and I'm not sure why there's here is one button I have to check. All right, so everything's first of all let me check if the function is right. Yeah, quit, the function is right, so quit button will work perfectly fine. Now click on the start button. All right, and let's see it load. All right, cool. Now let's try out our markers. Just let me open the markers. All right, all right, okay, cool. So now everything's working perfectly fine.
Spinosaurus is a genus of
Okay, cool. So just like this, every other marker will work, and let's click on the back button. Yeah, cool. So we are able to navigate through our scenes, right? So this is working perfectly fine. And which button is this one? All right. Also, it's not inside the canvas, so it's not necessary. So delete it. I guess I have added it by mistake. So we are done with this project, and hopefully you have learned how to create your own AR books. All right, how to create your own AR encyclopedias. And if you want, you can launch this application after developing on Play Store. All right, and also add ads to earn money. So yeah, for this lecture this is it, and best of luck for, and also create more projects like this. All right, and in the next module of this course we are going to explore Spark AR. All right, so yeah, stay tuned.